Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Friday's LukeJ62895. Today, Luke Chippers and Billy Mooney will be talking about their topics, playing video games, and many more fun. And now it's now time to present to you all Friday's LukeJ62895 with their hosts, Luke Chippers and Billy Mooney.
Thank you, David 3000. Sorry there was a long wait for me to tell Billy the messages and everything like that, and I have been delayed on what's going on with Billy and other things. Hello people, this is LukeJ speaking. Welcome to Friday's LukeJ62895 episode number 335. I been waiting for Billy on his messages and other things, and he'll be coming on eventually, so what's it? Oh, he said not today. Oh, okay. Well, sorry, folks. He won't be on today. Okay, that's fine. So, Billy won't be on today. It's just going to be me, and that'll be it. And he's not going to be on today. And next week, he will not be on today, this next week either. So, it's going to be me until for the time being. So, without further ado, I'm going to change up a little bit. I'm not using my webcam today because you will have to see my body a little bit, so that would be disgusting. But hello Luke, hello everyone in the 335th episode edition of FWL. Death Topics Plus, Luke go over the Apple stuff and everything in between. Recipes David Crosby. Yeah, it was really, I saw this with my stepdad, and it was so shocking to me. Let's go, pizza. I want pizza, but I want pizza! Remix! Okay. Thanks, Mr. Bucket, you jerk. Oh, God, remix. Well, eventually, I saw a message from Billy, he said not today. Oh, well, Billy, if you're watching this, well, he won't be on the Spirit 76 episode. He won't be on the Spirit 78th episode during his vacation break. Well, I guess he'll be on the Spirit 77, but who knows? We'll see. YouTube doesn't accept that. But it's okay, change it up a little bit. Well, yeah, exactly, because people won't see me, and plus, number one, I don't want to have time for people to have time for me, to be able to have time for me to look up my webcam a little bit. And two, if I want to see my webcam, no, I'm not allowing that. Plus, I have my pajamas on. That's why people are going to show my butt a little bit. That's a no-no. So, there you go. And I have to agree with YouTube rules. You know, that's just me. But anyway. And plus, I did Reese's jokes yesterday. And that was a good thing, I mentioned it earlier. So there you go. So, without further ado, I gotta open up notes, because I forgot to do this today. I had to check off my Friday show today, since Billy won't be on today. And I got some bad news before we do our dev topics. 3 of my purchases that relate to Funko Pops will be delivered on January 2nd, 2025. So unfortunately, you won't be seeing these unboxing videos Valentine's Day, unfortunately. So I had to cancel these purchases. So I found a program that let me create radio shows, podcasts, and works with Windows 11. That's pretty good news. Wow. Yes, I have the order with Walmart. Wow. Guess what? We get the keys from our apartment. Finally, yay! Yeah. Wow. Well, the problem is with the Funko Pops, it never get delivered in time. So I'm gonna have to deliver these before I turn 30. So I can't do it, so I'm gonna have to cancel these orders and deliver two of my other copies of these to replace one of the plugins that used to be mine. So I'm gonna have to purchase the 2-in-1 plugins that used to be red, like white. No, 4-1 plugins that be good enough for me. So that's pretty good news for me. But the bad news, I always choose free. So I got one of these to be delivered today, 2 more coming tomorrow. I have enough money for 2 of these that cost $17. So that's a pretty good thing. So, without further ado, let's do the dev topics today. And that is, of course, CJ Harris, okay? Now, his name is Curtis CJ Harris, okay? Was an American singer and songwriter from Jasper, Alabama, okay? Who finished in 6th place on the 13th season of American Idol in 2014. His first and only single, In Love, was released in 2019. Before appearing on American Idol, he self-released this album, Self-Titled Town Boy, okay? With apartments, the volume needs to be medium, but not too loud. That's no one apartments. Wow, okay. Makes sense anyway. Raised in Jasper, Alabama, Harry spent his summer working his grandfather, okay? Whom he created as a mentor, okay? At the age of 8, he started learning the guitar, and the broken one-hit gift to him from his grandfather. It only has 3 strings. Harris also played piano. His earliest musician influences include Usher, Keith Sweat, something like that, and Doris Rucker. Okay. He also cited Ray Montage, something like that, the Allman Brothers Band, John Legend, John Mayer, and Keith Urban as some of his favorite music artists. Harris was in the church choir growing up. Wow. Singing was most self-taught, and his own musical style was described by AL.com in 2014. But the earthy roof rocks by blues and country influences, okay? Harris said he was considered himself to have a style similar to the Civil Wars. The first American Idol audition Harris attended was in 2010, before placing the 13th season of the first series in 2014. He auditioned unsuccessfully for The X Factor and The Voice. Shortly after reaching the finals on the American Idol, he reflected in the mid-set going to season 13 auditions, telling the Hollywood Reporter saw that you were doing the bus tour, and they're going to do the 30 minutes down the road from me. I said that Hi Thomas, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, one of my YouTube subscribers, but on my channel with these emoji faces. But anyway, and for you gamers out there, 8-bit dual wireless adapter for 2 works will work with the Switch and Mac and Windows. With adapter plug-in on the Switch, you can use PlayStation controllers or Xbox controllers, okay? Based on gaming purposes. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway. Oh, it's Tom, my employee. Oh, man. I did not know you were here. How you doing, buddy? It's my employee's in the job, yeah. Oh, man. I did not know you were here, Tom. Ah, man. Oh, man. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, so they were doing a bus tour, and they were going to be 30 minutes down the road from me. I said, you know what? I'm going to have another chance, okay? I'm going so much better. My voice is better, and my playing has gotten so much better, okay? Hey, look, I just hung up by accident. Oh, Tom! Tom, my employee with a job! Yeah, if you watch this, guys, that's my general manager, Tom, Michael. I'll put this, how you pronounce his last name? Good, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, if you haven't saw if you have some people on my employees in the job, that's Tom, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, Remix said playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on Switch and using that DualSense controller pretty sweet. Yeah, I agree with you there, Remix. Yeah. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes, my voice is mature and my my playing so much, I'm gonna talk better. I'm 23, excuse me. Before you know it, I'll be 33, I'll be given another chance. Okay, excuse me. I mean, someone said, excuse me. Misspoke. Anyway, at the time of the same audition, Harris was working the barbecue restaurant. It had already recorded that tall, small town boy, okay? And an independent musician. Her father died shortly before Harris made it to American Idol. Wow. Imagine playing Super Mario Maker 2 on this Xbox Series S and X controls. Wow, remix. Wow. Anyway, American Idol. Harris attended the bus tour auditions for American Idol's 13th season. I can't pronounce this city's name. Sorry. Event auditions before the judges in Salt Lake City, Utah. His audition performance is Soul Shine, okay? Was well received. In the response, Keith Urban, a judge that year, said of Harris, "You sing because you have to sing, not because you were sing, and I mean, it was the deepest way, and that is why you're so beautiful and real." Wow, okay. For the rap group's round, Harris joined with the season's official winner, Jacob Johnson, with the performance of Alex Clare's to close, okay? Before events in the semifinals, Harris was one of the few contestants paired with together with the Pearl sing-off, okay? Harris was paired with Casey Trasher, okay? And the judges intended to only put one of them through the next round, okay? The judges were impressed with the both performances, however. Harris sang whipping post, okay? And both contestants were put through. And Tom, if you watch this, hope get things better with you. But anyway, in the semifinals, Harris failed to receive enough votes to automatically advance in the finals, okay? He was kept on the commission, with the judges choose him as a wild card, okay? Great show, gotta go, see you later. Bye, Tom! But anyway, where was I? Yes, critics noted that Harris struggled with pitch in some of his performances, okay? Harris received mostly positive attention for this partition on this series, though. Mary Corso of AL.com wrote that Harris was well caught light on this series for his well-deal honorary and good guy appeal, okay? While Mara Johnson of Vulture called Harris a blasted commercial and other expected song choices, okay? Harris reached the top 10 alongside Dexter Roberts, okay? A friend he had already known for several years. From the Alabama music scene, the two of them auditioned together. I can't pronounce the city's name, sorry. Alice Ball Roberts, guitar for that audition, and his own guitar had broken the string during the way in line, okay? After finishing in 6th and 7th place, respectively, okay? Harris and Roberts returned to the American Idol stage, the season 13 finale, when they performed together alongside Darius Rucker, okay? Comment option among critics, when Harris gave his best performance on American Idol was recovered Can't You See, okay? By the Marshall Tucker Band. Michael Selleck of TV Line called the performance gritty and emotionally connected. David Holmes of Vulture called it living emotional and warm, okay? And Casual describe it in a rough exchange, every edge, and raspy emerald and with real deal emotion, okay? Doug Gray, who was a original member of the Marshall Tucker Band, praised Harris' rendition of Can't You See. Harris himself considered it to be one of the two best performances on American Idol, along with the rendition of John Mayer's Gravity, okay? Post-Idol. Shortly after his time American Idol, Harris reunited with Darius Rucker for the performance of the Grand Ole Opry, participated in the American Idol Season 13 tour. Wow. Performed in 2014's Foothills Festival in his hotel in Jasper. Okay? And he moved in Nashville, where he became roommates at the time with his fellow Season 13 finalists Alex Preston and Sam Wolf. In this post-Idol interview, Harrison said that he preferred musical direction to be a mix between country, blues, soul, and sovereign rock. In the time, Harris refused his debut single in 2019 called In Love. In the time of his death in 2023, he was planning to release new music. He died in a hospital in Jasper, in Alabama, from a suspected heart attack on January 25th, 2023. He was 31 years old. My next topic, dev topic, has to do with Edward R. Pressman. Best known as Edward R. Pressman, born April 11, 1943 to January 17, 2023, was an American film producer and founder of the production company's Edward R. Pressman Film Corporation. He was born to a Jewish family in New York City to son of Leonard J. Pressman, known as the Gene of Marbles, okay? Who founded the Pressman Toy Company, okay? In 1987, his own production company, Edward R. Pressman Film Corporation, had received a free feature pact with International Film Video Entertainment to handle theatrical and home video distribution rights with a digital option to extend a fourth feature. The MLKJ Film Archive houses the Edward R. Pressman Collection. The film collection contains over 250 items, including theatrical prints, printed elements, and videotapes related to the films produced by Pressman or his production company, as well as films acquired the Pressman Films for his reference purposes. The Pressman collection is complemented by paper materials held at the Cabby's Margaret Herrick Library. He died in Los Angeles on January 17, 2023. He was 79 years old. There's a lot of films he made as a producer in some films like these. Like Sisters in 2006, Amazing Grace the same year. There's a lot of films I want to talk about. Street Fighter in 1994, City Hall in 96, let's see, Sisters, a reboot in 1972, Valley in 1970. There's a lot of films I really understand how he made them, that's just me. But anyway, along to be the executive producer in Judge Dredd 1995, year I was born. There is a lot to deal with in this death topic. My next one is Jay Briscoe. And if you watch this story, it's for you. And by the way, you talked about this on Rent Rate Podcast yesterday, and I want to talk about it now. He's born as Jamin Paul, better known with state ring name Jay Briscoe. Was an American professional wrestler. He was best known for his work with his brother Mark Briscoe and the Briscoe brothers and the Ring of Honor. And the duo of becoming ROH World Six-Man Tag Team Champions and World Breaking 13-time ROH World Tag Team Champions. He was also a two-time ROH World Champion. Okay? He was born on January 25th, 1984. Okay? He was a professional wrestling career began in 2001. Okay? Best known as Compact Zone Wrestling from 2001 to 2003 and come back in 2010 to 2012. The Briscoe brothers made their debuts in Combat Zone Wrestling, KZW for short, a Delaware invention on January 20th, 2001. Being brought into the job as part of a 3-on-1 handicap match against Trent Acid, okay? And the Coral Best in the Beat, best event, a show somewhat typical CCW, something like that, I don't know. In that it was a tournament, spotlight, athlete, junior heavyweight wrestling, as opposed to violent hardcore matches. The two advanced past the first round, the three-way match with Nick Mondo, okay? With the stipulation, whoever took the fall, who was eliminated, okay? Now they matched against each other in the second round. When Jay went and advanced further. This match was seen by fans as the best in the tournament and seen represent as having best responsive in large part to helping launch the brothers' careers. Okay, as we're new in the independent circuit and very young at the time. After losing their opportunities to breakaway brawl and the new began, the brothers won the CW at the Tag Team Championship on July 14th, 2001. They defeated the original HA Club Dead, ? Okay? They lost it. However, in the first defense, the Johnny Kashmir and Justice Payne on July 28th of 2001, what about Lobo? ? Again, like I said. There are two question marks seen here. Okay? What mark wasn't used for several months after that. Okay? But Jay continued on the singles wrestler in that time, even facing Justice Payne for the CCW Heavyweight Championship at that September Slam on September 8th, for which he lost. Wow. In the year 2021, it's 2002, CCW's temporary, that is, that an era that was how the majority of our event was shifting from Sewell, New Jersey to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In order to hold events regularly in the old ECW events era, and something like that, began December 15th, Cage of Death 3. In the event, they faced Nick Gage and Nate Hatred, something like that. But more were masked and more terrified Midnight Outlaws. This was likely to get around the fact that Jay was only 17 and Mark was only 16 at the time. This meant, as it were, only under 18 years of age. This is why he could not legally work as a sport wrestling expedition into the state of Pennsylvania. In CCW, regularly began holding shows in the Philadelphia area. The Midnight Outlaws made appearances in the next 4 CCW events. At a higher level and pay, on April 15, 2002, Jay appeared across the ring from the Midnight Outlaws, tagging with Ruckus against Mark and someone else. Okay, by this time he had turned 18. Jay Lucas won the match, and this was the last time either Jay or Mark appeared in CCW until April 12th, 2003. Okay, where Jay and Mark both returned best free. Jay was surprised and tried being taunted by AJ Styles, and Mark filling in for injured Ruckus. Okay, Jay was advanced in the semi-finals where he lost to B-Boy, and Mark lost in this filming match for Sanjay Dutt. Okay, two faced off with the Backseat Boys for the CZW World Tag Team Championship at two consequences on June 14th, but failed to win the belts. On December 11th, 2010, Case of Death 12, the Boscos returned to CZW, challenging new Carnival CZW's World Tag Team Champions. Philly's Molly won of BILK, something I don't know. G's. And Joker, the title match in January. On January 7th, 2011, from small beginnings to great things. Philly's most wanted in the no disqualification rematch. On February 12th, 2011, at 12, the 12th anniversary event. Oh my god, my feet is bothering me. But anyway. The Burgos Brothers defeated Philly's most wanted to become a new CCW World Tag Team Champions, okay? They lost the title back to Philly's most wanted May 14th, 2011. The Burgos wanted returned to CCW again on November 10th, 2012, facing David Jakes, Christ, something like that, in the losing effort. Jersey All Pro Wrestling, 2001 to 2002 and 2005, when Jay Briscoe made his Jersey All Pro Wrestling, JAPW for short, debut in March 24th, 2001, and March Madness Night 2. Losing the Fane Dragon Dixie teaming with brother Mark Briscoe. It is unclear how it involved JAPW's ownership in the management, excuse me. Oh, okay. Work around Philadelphia's child labor law, as both brothers were underage at the time, and these two subsequent appearances in the old ECW arena. Okay, they made 3 other appearances in the JAPWs in 2001, and unsuccessfully challenged with Dragon Dixie's JAPW's Tag Team Champions. Okay. Championship on June 15th and here to stay. Okay? He made his return to JAPW in 2002. On July 13th, 2002, an unfinished business, Jay and Unstained Dragon won the championship of JAPW Tag Team after scoring disqualifications pinfalls on the members of Jay Hit Squad. Wow, okay. 6 men wanted to meet a rematch on the short the next event. World Consequences 2 on August 10th, 2002. Jay and the Stained Dragon defended the titles against Dot Hit Squad and the tag team and the team of Mark Bosco and Dorian and the tables, ladders, and chair match. Wow. Which Dot Hit Squad won. Wow. 2 shows later, on September 20th at Family Crisis 2, the Hit Squad successfully retained the title over the Boscos in the regular match. Wow. The Boscos did not appear for JPW again until late 2005. Again with the tables, ladders, and chairs match. With the tag team titles, anyway. This time against the teams of Tahar and Homicide. The Blackstreet Boys, and SAT. The matchup who took place at JPW's year anniversary show, who won Heart and Homicide. The next show, Fallout, the SAT defeated them and thus became number 1 to commentators to the Tag Team Championship. More recent JPW appearances came in early 2006. Losing that along with the Outcast Killers and the CAT. And once again, to Wildcard 2 in the tag team title match, and then at the Brotherly Love, okay? The team Sabu and John C. Dot, okay? The match they also lost, okay? In October 2008. But the Boscos could be at JAPW's 11th anniversary show against LAX, Homicide, Hernandez, something like that. During the brawl outside the ring, okay, Mark suffered a large gash in the side of his head. Now, there's a bunch I won't talk about for Ring of Honor, so there you go. Then I'm just gonna read, not gonna read that, but I'm gonna read you Impact Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling, okay? On April 1st, 2022, in multiverse of matches, okay? The Bosco Brothers made their Impact Wrestling debut, losing to Good Brothers, the Doc Giles and Carl Anderson. On May 7th, 2022, they defeated Violent by Design, okay? Represented Eric Young and Denner, okay? And then the Siege to win the Impact World Tag Team Championship for the first time. On May 8th, taping the Impact Wrestling, they successfully defended titles in the rematch against Violent by Design. But the same anniversary, they lost the title against the Gold Brothers, okay? New Japan Pro Wrestling, 2016 to 2019. I'm not going to read the whole punch of it, but I'm going to read just the part where it says the Boscos and Yano. But anyway, Yano, okay. You know what? I'm not going to read that, just move on. Anyway, controversy, okay? In June 2011, Paul caused controversy to making homophobic remarks when he tweeted we saw why I'm not going to say the F word, sorry, out of New York today. 2 months later, in the aftermath of Hurricane Irina, he wrote on Twitter the dedicated hurricane to all the, I'm not going to say the H word, sorry, S words, S word again, he, she's, he's, and H word I'm not going to say, sorry. I'm not going to say the W word, sorry. And the I'm not going to say East Coast, whatever. Whatever, anyway. In May 2013, he had tried to make more widespread backlash to the tweet that said the Delaware Senate passed a bill yesterday that allows, I'm not going to say the S word, couples to get married. If that makes you happy, then congratulations. Try to teach my kids that there's nothing wrong with that, and I'll shoot you, okay? Later that month, he apologized for comments at ROH's website, and again in the house show, explaining that he comments were meant to reflect the worldview on the redneck character he plays on television, and not real new views, something like that. He also agreed to donate his real salary for the next 2 shows in the Partners Against Hate controversy. On January 17, 2023, he died in a car accident of rural Delaware. He was 38 years old when another driver crossed the center line and hit his vehicle head on. His daughters were in the car with him, suffered serious injuries. His death was announced on Twitter by AEW and RH owner Tony Khan. 8 days later, we have to be his 39th birthday on January 18th. An episode of Ring of Honor Club was created, the Briscoe Tribute Show, entitled Jay Briscoe Celebration of Life. The next day, Wrestling Adventure Radio journalist Dave Meltzer revealed that plans were making to hold another tribute to Briscoe with Ring of Honor resuming and airing this weekly series later in the year. So that was that topic. I'm not gonna read the whole Ring of Honor until Crazy One's web show episode number, let's say 50, and then we'll see what 88, and then we'll talk about what we're going to talk about in 89 on Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling on episode number 50, number 89. We'll see what happens. And my last topic, if you watch this remix, it has to do with David Crosby, okay? Now, I'm not going to read the whole musical career. I'm just going to read you David Von Crosby, okay? Early years, personal life, and that'll be it, okay? He was an American singer, guitarist, and songwriter. He was a founding member of both the Byrds and Crosby, Stills, and Nash before he was young at the time. He was also embarked on the solo career, okay? Crosby joined the Byrds in 1964. They had their first #1 hit, okay? In 1965. With the cover of Mr. Tambourine Man by Bob Dylan, okay? Crosby appeared in the Byrds' first 5 albums, and produced their original lineup in 1973's reunion album. He subsequently formed Crosby, Stills, and Nash in 1978 with Stephen Stills and Graham Nash. After the release of their debut album, CSN won the Grammy Award for Best New Artist of 1969. Neil Young joined the group for live appearances, and the second concert being Woodstock, before recording the second album, Deja Vu. Okay, meant to be a group that could cooperate freely. Crosby and Nash recorded their free-go albums, okay, in the 1970s. They were the core trio of CSN. They were active from 1976 until 2016. Crosby, Stills, and Nash and Young, CSN and Y reunions took place in each other decades from 1970s until for the 2000s. Crosby released 6 studio albums. Eventually, he found a jazz-influenced trio for his son, James Raymond, and guitarist Jeff Placer in CPR for short. But anyway, Crosby's work would be The Byrds and CSNY has been sold over 35 million albums worldwide. He was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. One of this work with The Byrds, and again for his work with CSN. Okay? 5 albums of which he contributed and are inducted, including the Rock and Roll Stones list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. 3 with The Byrds and 2 with the CSN, and not the Y, and possibly some Y included. But he was outspoken probably, and was sometimes despised and prominent in the Congress in the 1960s. He was born in Los Angeles, California on August 14th, 1941. And second son of Academy Award winning cinematographer Floyd Crosby, okay? Excuse me. Before we work on Wall Street, and I'll think someone that Van Cornette Whitehead, a salesperson at Macy's department store. His father was rated for the Van Tasher family, and his mother, granddaughter of bishops of Pittsburgh, Cornette Whitehead, okay? That's from the department Van Cornette family. They regularly friends in New York socially pages before their wedding. He was the younger brother of musician Avon Crosby. Growing up in California, he attended several schools, including the University of Elementary School in Los Angeles, Crane Country Day High School in Monticello, and Marshall Boswell School in Santa Barbara, the rest of his elementary school and junior high school years. Crane, he started HMS Pinafore and other middle schools where he flunked out. Wow. Crosby did not graduate from the State School, Carbiano. His parents divorced in 1960, but his father married Betty Cormac Andrews. Crosby studied drama in Santa Barbara City College before dropping out to pursue a career in music. He performed with singer Terry Collier in Chicago and Greenwich Village, okay? The duo failed to impel a record contract, but he also performed Les Beggars, Bowders around 1962, okay? With the help of producer Jim Dixon, he recorded his first solo session in 1963. All of this was from 1964 until his death. I'm not going to read everything, okay? I'm going to read just the personal life and his death, okay? His family, okay? He had a son, James Raymond, with Caleb Carmer Fergan in 1962, was placed for adoption and later reunited with Crosby as an adult. Began in 1997. Raymond performed with Crosby on stage and in studio as a member of CPR. Okay? Okay, it makes sense. Anyway, as a part of a touring band's Crosby and Nash, okay? And Crosby plus Stills and Nash. Crosby has 3 other children. A daughter, Erica, with Jackie Grocery, something like that. A daughter, Donovan Crosby, and former girlfriend, Debbie Donovan. And a son, Donovan Crosby was divorced with his wife, Jan Dance, okay? Was extensive treatments with Crosby's liver with failing. He was then 45, married Jan Dance, then 35, in May 1987, in the Hollywood Church, Reverend Science in Los Angeles. His bandmate, Stephen Stills, gave away the bride, okay? His brother Evan, was father to play guitar and started out with a musical career with him. Killed himself in late 1997 or early 1998. Wow. The date is unknown because Evan was left a note not to search for his body, but left to return to Earth. Wow. His body was found months later in May 1998. In January 2000, Melissa Etheridge announced that Crosby was a sperm donor of 2 children and a partner, Julie Kreisberg, by means of artificial instrument. Many have announced it. On May 13th, 2020, Etheridge announced their Twitter account that her and Crusher's son Beckett had died of causes related to obligation at the age of 21. Wow. Man. Canby's brand. He was in partnership with long-time friend, interrupter, Tammy or something like that, Steven Sponder, the body that the craft Canby's brand called Mighty Claws. Crosby a 50-plus year Canby's avatar, and the Crosby credited Canby's was contributing in this creative process of songwriting, staying. Although his songs were even every one of them are all of the Canbys. Crosby also credit Canbys Cannabis or something like that, CBD for short. With every volume of his chronic shoulder pain, okay, allow him to continue touring and making new music within the 70s, okay. Crosby and Sponder invented his work and his license commercials throughout the United States and beyond. Okay? To also extend the brand that includes CBD and hemp products. In 2018, Crosby invited to join the National Organization to the Reform of Marijuana Laws. NORML for short. Advisory Board. Now for sailing. Followed up with a tremendous sailing experience. When he was 11, Crosby purchased a 59-foot John Allen designed schooner named Mayan with his bird salesman, okay? On Twitter in 2019, Crosby said that it was a Blake Pier 4 Torx like that, and the monkeys loan and the money to buy the Mayan. In the decades before he sold the boat in 2014, Crosby sailed the thousands of miles of Pacific and Caribbean. He credited the Mayan as being a songwriting muse, okay? He wrote some of his best-known songs aboard the boat, including Wooden Ships, The Lee Shore, Page 43, and Carry Me. I'm not going to read politics in this one because, I mean, seriously, it is cool, but I'm going to read politics on Sunday. But anyway. Oh, fun fact, David Crosby provided background vocals for Phil Collins when the song Another Day in Paradise in 1980. Oh, okay, I'm going to read that Sunday, but anyway. Which is good enough, but then in 1993, David Crosby said a song with the hero featuring Phil Collins, released in 1993, and become great friends ever since. Oh, wow. acting career. During the 1990, Crosby appeared as guest star in several episodes of John LukeJ's show, where he plays LukeJ's Alcoholics Anonymous, AA for short, sponsor. He appeared on the TV episode of Roseanne, the singer husband of the Roseanne's co-workers, who was played by Bonnie Barnett, something like that. He saved the Danny Swarman combination wall down on that episode. He was on the episode of Ellen called Ellen Unplugged, in which he was helping at the Rock and Roll Fantasy Club camp. He was also in the pilot in the 1991 film Hook, in the 1970s Hippie in the 1991 film Backdraft, and the bartender in the 1992 film Thunderheart. Okay. Crosby also voiced himself in the 2 episodes of Symptoms, Marge and Chains, and Homer's Barbershop Quartet. There are so much drugs, alcohol, and the rest, and which I won't talk about. Okay. Crosby is the representative of the highly publicized liver transplant, played by Phil Collins in 1994, which he mentioned this earlier. But anyway, news of this transplant created for some controversy because his celebrity status was past problems with drugs and alcohol addictions. Crosby liver problems and seen with the run with hepatitis C. He suffered the type 2 diabetes and was treated and solely to manage the disease. Crosby looked to be much thinner than it was in recent years. He announced his audience in the October 2008 concert he had to recently see 55 pounds, 25 kilograms, and the result of struggles and the disease. In February 2014, in New York and his doctor, Crosby postponed the final days in his solo career on their go. The coordination of algorithm based on the results of routine cardiac stress tests. He died at the age of 81 following the long illness on January 18, 2023. Now, before I get to the moment of reflection, we're going to get some doctor's discography. There's a lot to choose from. And, by the way, as I remix mentioned, Phil Collins. Okay? Now, we're going to do the moment of silence with regards to these 4 death topics right now. Thank you. Recipes to these 4 people. Now, before I finish off death topics, I have to finish off with this next topic, which is 2023 Barbary helicopter crash. This happened in Ukraine, okay? On January 18, 2023, helicopter EC-2025 Super Puma carrying his 10 people, including Minister of International Affairs of Ukraine, denies massacre, something like that. His deputy, Union and State Security, Yoyo Robsky, I can't pronounce his last name. Sorry. Crashed in kindergarten in Street, pronounce it, sorry. A suburb of Ukraine. Crash killed 14 people, including Moscow, Union, and I pronounce these names, sorry. 4 of the 14 children, 14 were killed on the ground, including a child. 25 other people were injured in the ground, including 11 children. Wow. I'm not gonna read the whole crashes, but I'm gonna read parts. We're gonna read the reactions, okay? The government reported Ihor Karmenchuk, chief of the National Police of Ukraine, is acting interim minister until a new interim minister is appointed. Okay, this is getting sad. Okay. Many Ukrainian, European, American officials, including the Ukrainian President Zelensky, Ukrainian Prime Minister Zelensky, Ukrainian Foreign Minister Crimea, Ukrainian Parliament Chairman Stefanski, something like that. European Council President Mitchell, United States President Joe Biden, United States Ambassador to Ukraine Bridget A. Brink, United States Ambassador to Ukraine Amanda Simmons paid tribute to the victims and expressed condolences. This is going to be exhausting, and this is so emotional. I'm not going to do the most of that one, but that's just me. My next topic has to do with Georgia. 4 football players killed in a car crash after CLP title celebration. A Finnish lineman, David Demon, something like that, and the Curry staff members were killed early Sunday morning. The car crash, okay? University of Georgia said just hours after the Bulldogs celebrated their second Commence National Championship, the parade and the ceremony, 2 other members of the college football program were injured in the crash, which occurred at Infants, south of Georgia's campus. They were not immediately vaccinated. Wow. But the school was said both were stable. ESPN reported that another offensive lineman, Warren McCarran, among the injuries, okay? The jury have announced Saturday that he was entered the NFL draft. I talked about this part of day 1 last week, but now they're going to kill off some of the most players, you know? Okay? The single vehicle wreck occurred at around 2:45 a.m., according to a statement from the Clark County Police Department. The eventual investigations found that 4 pedestrians left the roadway, striking 2 power poles and several trees. The statement says, Warlock 20 was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the vehicle, 24-year-old Chandler McCoy, was taken to the hospital where she was dead for injuries. McCoy was the current analyst from the Bulldogs. On Saturday, Georgia was marked in this 60, which is last week, by the way. Georgia marked the 65-7 rout for TCU in the national championship game. The parade through town, the ceremony at Stanford Stadium. The joyous mood quickly turned tragic. We are heartbroken and devastated with the loss of Devin Wilcox, and Jeremy Roy. Georgia's coach, Jeremy Smart, said, okay, Devin was an outstanding young man in every way. He was always smiling, with a great teammate with a joy to coach. Smart said Roy was a valuable member of our football staff and brought in an incredible attitude and energy every single day. We grieve for their families and the tragic loss, and support them in every way possible. Okay? Police said that the wreck was still under investigation. That they have not demonstrated there was factors that might be contributed to the crash. It may be several days before the accident reported an issue. Bullock was a 6'7", 335-pound sophomore from Newport, New Jersey. He played initially in the backup during the 2022 season. He started his right ground in Southeastern Conference victories in Tennessee and Kentucky. With conventions and offensive lineman Warren Eggerson added to the NFL draft, Bullock likely would happen competed for the starting position of 2023, and the Bulldogs gear up to try the 3rd straight national title. Okay? Athletic director Josh Brooks, okay, said Warlock and McCoy were 2 special people who met to mold our football program and athletic department. We will continue to honor their memory in years to come, Brooks said. Police said the 21-year-old male passenger sustained minor injuries, and the 26-year-old female passenger subsidiary injuries. Wow. We will continue to monitor the status with paramedical personnel, the school said. Georgia also said that mental health and performance personnel would make sure we are providing the best support possible for our staff and student athletes who are progressing this grief. Southeastern Conference Commander Greg Stanky, something like that, who spoke at the championship celebration, tweeted that Willock's death was incredibly sad news, and we join in sharing our sympathies, prayers, and support. Another Georgia player, linebacker Nolan Smith, said Willock's death hurt my heart. A few hours before his death, Willock tweeted a post that's showing him taking time from the young Georgia fan in what appeared to be a restaurant. I even let the youngster wearing the championship ring. Special thank you to Devin Willock for taking time out to be for my grandson when he didn't have to, the tweet said. You went out for your way to make him feel special. You made his day. Good luck next year. Go Dogs. That's a tragic day, and that was it for that topic. Now let's move on to Alec Baldwin. If you watch this remix, this is for you. But anyway, Alec Baldwin to be charged with involuntary manslaughter in fatal Ross shooting. Okay? Film's owner will also be charged, while sentencing director has been agreed to plead guilty and not use a deadly weapon. Okay? Now, besides planning to charge Alec Baldwin the involuntary manslaughter and the fatal shooting the cinematographer on the set of the movie Ross in New Mexico 2021. The District Industry in Santa Fe said Thursday, okay? The film's overseeing weapons. Hannah Glorious Reed will also be charged with involuntary manslaughter in the incident. According to the statement from Santa Fe area, District Mary Carmen Otwee, something like that. Well, the charges are expected to be filed by the end of the month. The film's first assistant director, David Halls, will agreed to plead guilty to the first charge of use of the deadly weapon, okay? According to the statement. The shooting occurred to be set in the low-budget western outside Santa Fe, New Mexico, in October 2021. During preparations for the scene, Mr. Baldwin discharged a live round from the revolver, killing 42-year-old Javier Hutchins, okay? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Well, okay. Like, Luke, Nick, I'm not gonna say the N-word, sorry. Nikas, something like that. Mr. Baldwin's lawyer, in the statement that Mr. Baldwin has no reason to think that it was during a live bullet in the gun or any one of him set. Exactly, Luke. 100%. He relied on the personnel whom he worked who assured him in the gun, who did not have these live rounds, Mr. N said. Who will fight these charges and will win. Lisa Toretto, I'll go something like that. I can't pronounce it, sorry. A lawyer for Mrs. Halls confirmed that her client reached with a plea agreement. Okay. Which includes a suspended sentence for 6 months of probation. When this incident happened, immediately people started pointing their fingers at Dave Halls. Okay, it'll take evidence to come in the show that none of it is true. She said, this really is his responsibility. He was the least competent of the three. As an assistant director, Mr. Halls serves as safety coordinator on set and handed the gun to Mr. Baldwin at the rehearsal. Jason Bowles, a lawyer, the Mrs. Glorious Reed, said she was the I can't pronounce it. Sorry, in Romney, something like that. I don't know. manslaughter, and the charges are based on a very small investigation, and then for it understanding the full facts. Anyway, Mr. Gomez Reed oversaw weapons on the set and the armor, along with the second role of assisting the props and the production. Mr. Baldwin and Mr. Gomez Reed will each be charged with 2 different counts of involuntary manslaughter. Something like that, I don't know. We'll see what happens. The district authority's office said the second charge of involuntary manslaughter in the commission of lawful act. Something like that, I don't know. Because of firearms and charges with carries a minimum 5-year prison term. A jury could only convict on one of these two charges, okay? In spite of being an A-list actor, we treated everyone the same. Mrs. Carnegie always, a Democrat elected in her first term in 2020, said in the interview, we're charged as we where the laws was violated. Yeah, exactly. Not taking anywhere else into account. Mr. Carmack outweighs, since the investigation hasn't revealed how live files went up and unset, and that the question likely won't been answered. I don't think it matters the clocks in the matter. This is why got in the gun. And then the trigger was pulled in the gun while it was pointed at Hannah Hutchins, she said. Handra Reed, the special possessor and assigned the case, said if any one of those 3 people, Alec Baldwin and Grace Reed or Dana Halls, has done their job, Hannah Hutchins will be alive today. Wow. But Mr. Reed is a Republican who also serves as a state designer, something like that. After charges of filed, something like that, Pleasures will present the case before a judge will return. Then whatever the property case and the more move forward. Okay. Brandley died while filming the quote from 1993. Okay, this is terrifying, I know. Move forward, okay? Wow, remix. Anyway. By presenting initially 2 separate paths, okay, towards a potential manslaughter conviction, the politicians would be asking jurors to decide, not only investigating goals, something like that, but which of the 2 charges should apply, okay? The guy shot wasn't blank. It was real. Such tragedy. Exactly. I don't know what to do next. Jesus. Anyway. The first eventually manslaughter charge requires the state was to prove the definite cause of the death of another person through I can't pronounce that. So okay, sorry, I didn't pronounce the A word. Sorry. What pronounce it? Sorry. I almost said the N word. Sorry. But it's mispronunciation. But anyway. Whatever that was, I don't know. But anyway, through an EJ. Okay, whatever. Next one, sorry. Okay, I did it wrong. Sorry. According to Joshua Kassenberg, a University of New Mexico law professor. I don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. The charges don't require the judgment to prove that Alec Baldwin or anyone else is a bad person of malicious in the conduct. Mr. Kassenberg said. On the contrary, the law requires the desperate authorities to prove that The standard care that was expect adults of Endori. I can't pronounce it. Stonehenge to command this life was an exercise. He said, "Wow." Well, he said, "Huh." Well, for more substantial charges, the firearms attachment, possessor is likely to extend to argue the defendants should have the knowledge the gun was possibly loaded and taken more care, Ms. Condenberg said. Okay. Jennifer Burrow, president-elect of the New Mexico Criminal Defense Lawyers Association, okay, said that matter of which professors went to charge the case could communicate the proceedings and make securing conventions of the cipher charges more than a challenge, okay? Is it possible to eliminate charges on the contractual decision on the part of the professors, i.e. a P deal, the borough said, okay? The spokesperson of the district astronomy then immediately responded to the request for comment. Both Mr. Halls and Nicholas Reed handed the gun before it was given to Mr. Baldwin for the rehearsal, which the actor was practicing pulling out the result here, okay? According to, I can't pronounce this word, sorry. Evidence, someone that from the Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office, Mr. Halls took one of the 3 pop guns, laid out from the rolling chart, and handed it to Mr. Baldwin to the film to see. Mr. Halls yelled, "Cold gun." Wow. And saying the firearm didn't have live rounds, okay? Mr. Baldwin took the gun and fired it. One of the investigators said investigators have to question Mr. Corus Reed's actions as a person in charge of the guns and measures on set. Mr. Baldwin repeatedly denied pulling the trigger on the gun, according to the December 2021 interview with ABC News. Jesus, how is this gonna happen? Anyway, Mr. Baldwin has said that he pulled back the gun's hammer and let it go, after which the gun fired, okay? According to the District Attorney's Office, federal bureaus of investigation analyze shows that Mr. Baldwin pulled the trigger of the gun. Brian Banish, a boy in the Miss Hutchins family, sent a statement that the family supports the district and Normie's decision to bring charges, okay? It is comfort the families that in New Mexico knows about the law, Mr. Banish said, okay? In the 15 months since the shooting, authorities have been investigating safety measures of the set, including how guns and ammunition were handled by the film's crew members and its star leading up to the incident. Investigators have been said how live ammunition made it on the set. Sheriff's Office had turned over the results of the examinations to the predecessors in October and then made recommendations about the personal charges. In October, Mr. Baldwin and the Rust production team reached a settlement with Miss Hutchins' family in the wrongful death lawsuit. Okay? The parties said at the time, terms of the settlement weren't disclosed. Mr. Baldwin filed a lawsuit against several Rust crew members, including Mr. Gores Reed and Mr. Halls. In November, the lawsuit analyzed the crew members were negligent in their duties, okay? To protect the cast and crew, and including giving Mr. Baldwin a loaded gun. In response, a lawyer, Ms. Gores Reed, said Mr. Baldwin is the only one responsible for the tragedy. A lawyer for Mr. Halls didn't comment at the time. Wow, I'm so much into not in the blame, but also in the it's real tragedy. According to Remix, it was tragedy. Jesus. That's all for that topic. Let's move on to the next one, which is Microsoft is laying off 10,000 employees. And that is difficult for me to say this, and I saw this on Facebook group, which is terrifying. I know. Microsoft is planning to lay off 10,000 employees, part of the broader cost-cutting measures. The company says that securities lie on a Wednesday, making the latest touch tech company to reduce staff because of growing economic uncertainty. Speaking before the layoff announcement at the World Economic Forum, WEF for short, in Davos, Switzerland, on Wednesday, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said the company was not immature and a weaker global company. No one can defy gravity, and gravity here is inflation and adjusted economic growth. He told WEF founder Klaus Schwab, something like that, in the live stream discussion. It's really gonna hurt Microsoft. Exactly, Remix. Exactly. In the memos established Wednesday, Nadella also cited that changing the demand years with digital services years in the pandemic as well as looming recession fears. We're living through times of succession changes, and as I meet the customers and partners, a few things are clear, he wrote. First, we saw customers lowering their digital spend during the pandemic. And then we're now seeing them estimate their digital spend do more than with less. Jesus! Microsoft had approximately 221,000 full-time employees globally as of June 30th, 2022, which is 2 days after I turned 27, according to U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's filing, with some of the 122 employees of its established based in the United States. Okay? She said that the job the cut represented less than 5% of the company's total workforce, and the reductions will be complete by the end of the official third quarter this year, which ends in March. He said the company will reduce. Oh man, I have their Xbox Series X S controller. I use Microsoft my daily driver, work real one and everything else. Of course, Windows, especially Windows 11 Pro. But I want for upgrade from a mini PC from Windows 10 Pro to 11 Pro. And I continue to unleash my creativity. Exactly. Anyway. He said the company was incurred the $1.2 billion charge in its second quarter related to security costs changed to our hardware portfolio and cost lease conditions. These decisions are difficult but necessary, she wrote. Multiple tech companies are made the deep cuts to their workforces since the start of the year. Inflation weighs on consumers' spending and rising interest rates, squeezing fundings. This demands the digital services during the pandemic has also waned as people turn to their offline lives. Wow. Amazon announced that it was planning to lay off 18,000 people. Wow, this is going to be losing my time with Amazon. But and Salesforce, sales is cutting 10,000 of their staff. Facebook parent Meta has also announced 11,000 job cuts, the largest in the company's history. In October, Exodus reported that Microsoft has laid off under 1,000 employees across several divisions. Tech company CEOs from Meta's Mark Zuckerberg to Salesforce Mark Benioff have blamed themselves for overhiring them early on the pandemic. Misread on the surge in demands for the price were cool once COVID-19 restrictions ease. Wow. Wait till you see the current logo as I revealed the current logo one last time. Before your brand new one takes in the new year. I have it uploaded on DVD copyrighted by Rerun Media Networks. I'll get to that after these topics, okay? Very sorry. But anyway. While the overall labor market remains tight, layoffs in the tech sector has mounted in the staggering pace. A recent report for the outplacement film firms like that, Challenger, Gray, and Christmas found that tech layoffs were up to 649% in 2022 compared to the previous year, versus just a 13% uptick in the job cuts overall in the economy during this same period. Microsoft, on the other hand, will announce the second quarter earnings on January 24th. The software company's Azure cloud computing company business drove revenue growth over the 3 months through September, as sales in personal computing divisions decreased slightly. Even at Microsoft's make some cuts, she said that the companies will continue to invest in strategic areas for our future. Wow. I don't have it uploaded right now, but it will be probably tonight. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And it's pointed at advances out in the next major wave, okay, of computing, okay? It's later said the employees come amid rumors and the slight investments for Microsoft to OpenAL, the firm behind the OWL chatbot and ChatGPT. That's all for that topic, which is shocking to me. My next topic has to do with woman arrested at Atlanta airport for spraying fire extinguisher at employees. Now, I saw this at Inside Edition on TV, and this was absolutely horrible. I was gonna see that, and if you're doing this on Bay Pig in the City, doing spraying fire extinguisher during the Bay Pig in the City movie, but this is just wrong. I mean, I love spraying fire extinguishers, but at the airport? Wrong, man. The update logo has the world's real one on the left. And the right hand says 20 years, greatest sign the inside middle. Saw this Inside Edition, I was disgusted. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's one way to end up in the notified list. An Ohio woman was arrested on Tuesday after she assaulted flight attendants and police officers with a fire extinguisher at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Wow. Jennifer K. Holder, 27 years old, was confronted by airport staff when she immediately left a Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant without paying her meal, according to Inside Edition, which I saw on TV. Yeah. The incident happened around 9:30 p.m. at Corner D after police say airport security reported the Delta passenger was attempting to open the secure door. Atlanta's airport, confirms D, provided flights for Air Canada. Wow. And so domestic carriers such as Delta Airlines, Flyers Airlines, and U.S. Airways. In the blog posted for social media, this is just bad. A distracted holder is seen arguing with airport personnel that someone paid for a meal. This is just wrong, man. That's really uncalled for, and she was just causing chaos in the airport. Do you Remax! Anyway, the strategy holder is seen arguing the airport personnel personal that someone's paid her a meal. Yeah. Horror in some airport employees is treated as responsibility to sport following the haylock. Wow. Horror in the video, Horror angry tells the Delta employee that someone had paid for a meal. Wow. I don't know what to do next. Horror been to open one of the security doors before she confronted a flight attendant, only to be separated by airport security. She is later armed with a fire extinguisher, but the hose pointed out as approaches travelers who tried to avoid the crazed woman. Wow. And as another airport staff member approaches Horror from beyond, was he sprayed the worker the burst of criminals. Free flight attendants experienced especially conformance, something like that. During coordinations were later conferred to the emergency services. Horror was then confirmed by police when she was weighing the extinguisher and spraying the airport security, according to police report. Officers commanded to make the contact with a female, but she was not non-compliant and sprayed officers with the fire extinguishers, police report stated. Wow. Police say Horror continued to behave especially and become combative, something like that. All for the effing buffalo chicken wings. Yeah. Just pay your food, dude. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Is that was too much to ask? I mean, if someone pays for your food, be happy. Don't be an idiot. Childish. Yeah, dude. Well, by spitting and kicking at officers. Yeah. While they placed her in custody, she was eliminated from minor injuries. The lion was taken to county jail and faces charges and charged with law enforcement officers. 2 counts of simple assault and 3 counts of simple battery. Wow. According to online jail records. That's all for that topic. Jesus. Now let's move on to Power Rangers. Now there will be 2 topics related to Power Rangers, okay? Power Rangers Once and Always sets for April 19th, 2023, Netflix global release day, okay? The special will hit Netflix in April 2023, and Power Rangers Cosmic Curry will debut in the fall. Okay? Oh my god, that'll take whatever it was. Oh my god, remix! Oh god, remix. Anyway, My More Power Rangers Once and Always, a new Power Rangers special, has set for April 19th, 2023. Release date on Netflix globally that'll be May the early Power Rangers return to the roles decades after originally playing them. Well, Entertainment Weekly revealed the 30th anniversary special today alongside a slew of other Power Rangers announcements, including new toy announcements via actual polls. Now, I do have some Power Rangers in the house somewhere, but I don't want to open it now, so be aware from me. But anyway, Pure EW. Here's how the new special is described. The new adventure sees the Rangers come face to face with a familiar threat from the past in the midst of global crisis. They're called once again the heroes the world needs. Inspired the legendary mantra for the franchise, once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Once and always reminds everyone when you become a Ranger, you always are a part of the Ranger family and always welcome. Now with something squeaky clean. Go Red Power Rangers. Happy 30th the legendary show some on brands. Now Hasbro. Exactly. Mystic Ninja is pretty sweet. Can't wait the new one. Exactly. Okay. Charlie Esco is born to direct. while Simon Bennett acting as executive producer. Becca Barnes and Olive Dale served as writers in the new special. In an interview with Hasbro Pulse, Barnes said, "This is the first Power Rangers project that we work on that doesn't use Japanese footage." Okay, and that he was really giving the show that a freedom that we haven't had before. Wow. Testing we haven't, but we can expect writers. Testing we revisit familiar places and see the return of some cheesy lines you may remember. I have to watch the first 3 Power Ranger seasons because I haven't seen those before, but I will watch it, man. It's just a shame that Jason David, which I met nearly a couple years ago, which I met in person, yeah. And gonna be in the new Power Netflix special, which forever's always the White Ranger is such an icon. To me, it's always be the Black Dawn Ranger, yeah. So I saw it once many times on YouTube, and it's like, wow. And I was 8.5 when I saw it on Toon Disney and Jax and ABC Family, so it was my childhood growing up. But anyway, technically we expect writers tease and okay. In addition, the writers say that they have the balance between 90s nostalgia and the TV of today when working on the show. Here's what you will return the featured in the special. Here they are: Johnny Yon Bosch, Adam Park, David Voss as Billy Cranston, Walter Jones, Zach Taylor, Kathleen Starsland as Catherine Hiller, that is, Steve Cartwright as Rocky DeZanos, Karen Ashley as Alicia Campbell, okay? Fun fact, I dressed up as a Blue Ranger for Halloween, or something like special when I was growing up in my hometown. Oh, wow. Well, I dressed up as Red Dawn Ranger for Halloween one time as a kid. I was 9, so there you go. But there you go. But anyway, Charlie Kirsch is Miv. And if you're wondering, that was the late Tree Chong star. But anyway, Barbara Goodson as Rita Repulsa, and Richard Harvest as Alpha 5. Behind the scenes, first look at the new special is available on the Power Rangers official YouTube channel and it's available below, which I saw on YouTube. It was amazing. And especially Instagram. Amazing stuff. Netflix United States will remain home for 4 Power Rangers titles in the time of publishing, with most other international regions carrying them as well. All the Power Rangers Dawn Fury remains exclusively of Netflix with original branding, seasons 28 and 29. Netflix United States has a Adventure of Super Ninja Steel, season 25, Beast Morpher, season 26, and 4 classic seasons labeled Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Many other seasons have yet to return to Netflix following their removal in early 2021. And where Power Rangers Cosmic Fury will be on Netflix. Well, as we covered previously on our big preview of our upcoming season of Power Rangers, it will be debuting exclusively on Netflix US in 2023. And the former EW Argo status in this series was set at the fall 2023 premiere. It's cool, but oh wow, yeah, thanks Remax, much appreciated. I love my hometown, lots of memories, I never forget them in my lifetime. Exactly. But anyway, that's all for that topic. Let's move on to the next one, which is Amy Jo Johnson. Explain why Kimberly isn't a Netflix Power Rangers reunion special. For the record, some of the most memorable characters in the Power Rangers history are assembled for the 30th anniversary special on Netflix. Keyword some. Among those not returning is Amy Jo Johnson, who played Kimberly Hart, the first ever Pink Ranger on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from 1993 until I was born in 95. At least, there'll be confusion of why Kimberly isn't suing back up in the old time's sake. Just cleared the air in the tweet, stating this. Anyway, for record, I never said no. She tweeted on Wednesday. I just didn't say yes to what is offered, but the other fun stuff is in store. Looking forward to watching my friends kick. I'm not gonna say yes, kick butt. But anyway, So there you have it. No bad blood, just bad bludgeoning, okay? Premiering globally on Wednesday, April 19th, My More Power Rangers Once and Always, a standalone special with United's David Voss as a Blue Ranger, Billy Costin, Walter E. Jones, Zach Tyler, the original Black Ranger, Steve Carnes as Rocky Sanders, the second Red Ranger, Catherine Sonneran as Kat, the second Pink Ranger, Karen Ashley, Asher Campbell, the second Yellow Ranger, and Johnny Von Bosch, Zam Park, the second Black Ranger. Special also features Barbara Guzman as the American voice of the original Power Rangers villain, Rhea Paulson, as well as Richard Harvest, who voiced the robot sidekick, Alpha. Since her days at Kimberly, Johnson was on to play a number of Marvel TV characters, including Felix Julie Emmerich and Flashpoint's Jules Callaghan. She was a manual cameo alongside the late Jason David Frank, aka Green and White Ranger Tommy Oliver, which I saw in Dolphins as a kid. But anyway, in 2017, the big screen Power Rangers movie. Will you tune in the Netflix Power Rangers reunion special? Oh, I love to. I have to see what's gonna happen next because, that's just me. Amy Jo Johnson was a Pink Ranger. She kicked butt in the movie 95. I was born. Yeah, that was like 2 days after I was born when this movie came out. But anyway, poor Aussie Amines, the Pink Ranger overpowers them. Love that one scene in the movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have to say this remix, but it was a great movie because I have not seen. I got Turbo, a Power Rangers movie on VHS. Never My More Power Rangers movie yet. I got 2 of them on DVD, not on one on VHS at the moment. But we'll just see. But with that said, let's move on to the next topic, which is the Symptoms, okay? But spoilers on season 34 and episode 12, okay? Symptoms mocked the show, Golden Age era, okay? Symptoms had a lot of love for the show's Golden Age, but did not stop a recent outing from mocking the forgotten element for earlier episodes, okay? While everyone else, this is the movie. Yeah, exactly. Okay. While Symptoms owns and is success in the show, famous Golden Age, which I have not seen bits and pieces of it, but anyway. It was not without its problems. As long-running family comedy, playfully pointed out in the season 34 episode, The Symptoms has always been able to make fun of itself. Since the Cyrus series began in 1989, The Symptoms have poked fun of its show's sitcom format. Wow. I have VHS and DVD later on, but it looks like better on Blu-ray. Exactly. But anyway. It resonates on formula and occasional technical issues. Wow. The series kept the tradition alive when the one season 34 episode mocked the Golden Age of the Symptoms, lasting season 3 to a generous imitate the season 12. The Golden Age of the Symptoms was the era in which the show was the height of the critical popularity in the Symptoms season 34 episode 12. Spoiler alert. My life is a vlog. The Symptoms become a viral sensation and was soon application to jar on the internet. At one point, Principal Skinner observed that the video of Homer didn't look human when paused, and in doing so, recreated one of the most iconic Simpson freeze frames. Wow. From what I heard, there will be a female Red Ranger. Wow. How exciting. For the first time in the show's history. Wow. How exciting. Why does Simpsons mock his own animation? Well, because that this. Simpsons freeze frames are a viral phenomenon with swapped a popular Instagram account, okay? With around 50,000 followers apiece. Simpsons freeze frames and symptom best spaces both share bizarre freeze frames. The highlights of the limitations of even classic episodes of Symptoms, with the golden age of the Symptoms, might be considered to be some of the strongest comedy writing in television history. The show's animation during this era was prodigy by the same issues as many of the commercials, something like that. Accounts like Symptoms freeze frames and Symptoms-based spaces poke good-natured fun of these issues. Pausing Go Age episodes right, the characters were utterly overworldly. Okay? In My Life as a Vlog, Principal Skinner, under his online analyst, Skinner Sees More, notes that one of the Simpsons family vlogs make the family look natural and human when paused. He proved that by the pausing on Homer's eating chicken. He was ensuring freeze frame. I can't pronounce that. Replicates a classic gag from season 3, episode 17, Homer at the Bat. While the Simpsons season 4, series 4 changed a lot of the show's usual formulas to keep the thing surprising for viewers. This is one of the first times that the series has addressed it with online phenomenon involving the show's fandom in the series itself. However, there was 2 earlier instances of this. Okay? Simpsons season 44 parodies the show's fandom. Okay? In The Simpsons season 44, episode 6, Treehouse of Horror, number 33. The show referenced a still of memes that came from online reactions from early episodes of The Simpsons. In the parody of Westworld, the Simpsons family members realize that they are trapped in the theme park based on the early episodes of the season of Simpsons. In the Tripty meta gag, the family was forced to recreate classic scenes from the Simpsons. An earlier season 34 episode also addresses the Simpsons feature episodes, presenting worldwide events. Well, this episode mocked fans from the band that returned to the golden age decade after the era ended. Both references like the Simpsons season 34 nod the Simpsons freeze frames, poke attention fans on the show's fan base. New episodes of The Simpsons air on Fox on Sundays. And that's all for that topic. And for your remix, next topic is Apple introduced new Mac Mini with M2 chip and M2 Pro chip, more powerful, compatible, and versatile than ever. Starting at just $599, $600, Mac Minis are more affordable. Wow. Too much. Anyway, Apple today revealed the new Mac Mini supercharged by M2 and the all-new M2 Pro. Okay? The M2 chip Mac Mini is even more powerful, compatible, and affordable. The new starting price is just $600. The new M2 Pro chip delivers pro-level performance to Mac Mini for the first time. Okay? Enabling users to run high-performance workflows that were previously unimaginable in such a compact design. Okay? Mac Mini was M2 and M2 Pro delivers. Okay? Including support for up to 2 displays in the M2 models, up to 3 displays on the M2 Pro model. Okay? Pair with studio display and magic accessories, along with power and ease and macOS material. Mac Mini provides a prominential desktop experience that will take users' productivity and creativity to the next level. Customers can order the new Mac Mini models today, and the measure began on Tuesday. Wow. Oh man. With incredible compatibles with a wide array, connectivity of this compact design. Mac Mini was used in so many places, in so many different ways, okay? Today we're excited to take it even further than M2 and M2 Pro, said Greg Goswalk, Apple Senior Vice President Worldwide Marketing. Bringing even more performance and low starting price. Mac Mini with M2 and the tremendous value. And this is for users who need powerful Pro performance. Mac Mini with M2 Pro is unlike any other desktop in this class. Okay? Even more performance with M2 and M2 Pro. Compared with the previous generation of Mac Mini, M2 and M2 Pro with bringing a faster next generation CPU and GPU, bringing much higher memory bandwidth and more powerful medium engine than Mac Mini. Okay, delivering accelerated performance and industry-leading power. Infinitely, both models features an advanced thermal system, special substance performance. Mac Mini with M2 with that was false. Okay. Mac Mini M2 features an 8-core CPU with 4 high core performance and 4 high efficiency cores. Okay, along with a 10-core GPU. Okay, purpose of users looking for super fast performance, incredible fidelity, something like that. How to pronounce it? Well, I think we might make M2 chips succeed, especially the newest Mac Mini 2023's predominantly in video creativity, predominantly Microsoft 365 video creativity. We'll take your pick. The M2's game changer. The predominantly for $589. It's $599 remix. You can take your creations and bring them to the ultimate next level of creativity and strength. Wow, okay. Makes sense, remix. But anyway. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes, and even more affordable starting price of $599. Okay. Everyday tasks are being fast. Okay. From launching and multitasking between apps and browsing the web for users with more incentive tasks. Mac Mini with M2 chips also powers through the even more demanding workloads. Okay. In fact, Apple has advisory Microsoft 365 apps on the Mac Mini M2 like PowerPoint and video editing like no other. Exactly, remix. Anyway. Anyway. With up to 24 gigabytes of unified memory to 100 gigabytes of bandwidth, activities like image editing, and Adobe Photoshop and up to 50% faster than this, than the previous generation. M2 also adds ProRes variation to Mac Mini, so tasks like video editing and Final Cut Pro, which I got by the way, are more than twice as fast. The M2 model can also significantly play up to 2 streams of 8K, 8K ProRes 322, 30 frames per second, okay? Everyone is real entertainment, seriously. Exactly. Up to 12 streams at 4K ProRes 422 video at 30 frames per second. While this performance of Mac Mini is up to 5 times faster than the best-selling Windows desktop, okay? Good enough. Delivering incredible value for the first-time computer buyers, upgraders, and PC switchers, okay? When compared to Mac Mini, the Intel Core i7 Mac Mini with M2 offers, that's good enough. Up to 22 times faster machine learning, ML for short, image upscaling performance in Pixel Matter Pro, 9.8 times faster than complex timeline rendering Final Cut Pro. Good. When compared to the previous generation of Mac Mini with M1 chip, which I had by the way, and Mac Mini with M2 delivers up to 2.4 times faster ProRes transcode than Final Cut, and up to 50% faster fill-in functions performance on Adobe Premiere Photoshop. and up to 35% faster in gameplay Resident Evil Village. Now, here are the photoshops for these following. Okay. Now back to the topic, okay? Matt made with M2 Pro again, okay? M2 Pro brings pro level performance to Matt made for the first time feature up to 12 core CPU with 8 high performance cores and 4 high fantasy cores, okay? Along with up to a 19 core GPU M2 Pro with 200 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, okay? Double the amount of M2 and supports a 32 gigabyte memory. Wow. The next generation modular engine is 40% faster than M1. Speeding up to ML tasks like video analysis and image processing, okay? Designed up dramatically on the video playback and coding while using their very low power. Okay? So with this in mind, you plan on upgrading the Mac Mini with M2 chip? Maybe in May or June. We'll see what happens. We'll see, Remix. This will be my 28th birthday. I'll see what I can do. But anyway. Man. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, this M2 is offering a powerful media engine. Okay, speeds through the most powerful, popular video sites and can seamlessly play up to 5 streams of 8K ProRes per 122. Video at 30 frames per second and up to 23 streams at 4K. ProRes 422 video at 30 frames per second. Cool. The M2 Pro powered model is up to 14 times faster than the fastest Intel-based Mac Mini. That is awesome. Okay. When compared to the 27-inch iMac with N-Core, Intel Core i7 and Radeon Pro 5500 XT, Mac Mini with M2 Pro offers up to 50% faster filter and functions performance in Adobe Photoshop, excuse me. And up to 5.5 faster for my merge in Adobe Lightroom Classic. And up to 4.4 faster object tracking in Final Cut Pro, which I'm happy to like that. Anyway, when compared to the previous generation M1 Mac Mini, which I have by the way, Mac Mini with M2 Pro delivers, which I'm gonna get M2 Pro or M2. We'll see what happens. Up to 2.5 times faster than graphics performance in NVIDIA Pro. Up to 4.2 faster than ProRes than transcodes in Final Cut Pro. Good. Up to 2.85 times faster gameplay in Resident Evil Village. Okay. With M2 Pro, Mac Mini users can run high performance workflows that were previously inconsiderable, something like that, in such a compact form factor, okay? Musicians can produce music with incredibly powerful plugins and effects without missing a beat, okay? While photographers can adjust huge images in an instant, okay? Creators can simply work in the multi-cam with multiple cameras formats, including ProRes video, and gamers can play demand titles in such console quality. Gaming performance is up to 50 times faster than the fastest Intel-based Mac Mini. Wow. The Mac M2 blows Intel out of its water. Exactly, Remix. Now I'm going to show you some photos now for these two photos. Here we are. Wow. That's gonna be basically it. But anyway. Now, okay. Now, advanced connectively, okay? Mac Mini continues to deliver incentive connectively with a wide range of ports. The M2 mount model features a 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports, okay? It supports up to 2 displays. The M2 Pro models includes 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports and support up to 3 displays. Initially, the M2 Pro model can support up to 1 8K display. And first, the Mac Mini, both models features 2 USB-A ports and initial HDMI ports, a gigabit Ethernet port with a 10 gigabyte option, and an upgraded headphone jack to support high-end independent headphones. Wow, okay. With wireless connectivity, both new models, which makes more sense. Anyway, also features the latest standards with Wi-Fi X6E, 5 inches. Anyway, which makes sense to me, but up to 2 times faster throughout than before, as well as Bluetooth 5.3. Wow. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some photos, and these are going to make more sense. These are going to make more sense, and even these are going to make more sense, and these are going to make more sense. And so they are. Wow. Now the Thunderbolt is going to be 4 plugs. Wow! Okay, the M2 is going to be 4 plugs. Okay? Makes sense. So the M2 has 4. M2 model has 2. And so the Pro has 4. Okay, I recommend the Pro. So, and 3. Okay, I recommend this. I'm sorry, but I do recommend the Pro. Sorry. But anyway, a professional desktop experience with Studio Display and Magic accessories pair with Studio Display, Magic accessories. Mac Mini delivers a phenomenal desktop experience. Studio Display and completes the full Mac desktop setup experience with the expensive 17-inch 5K Retina display, 12MP ultra-wide camera with center stage, studio quality 3 mic area, 6-speaker sound system with studio audio. Anyway, customers can add matching Magic accessories that complement the eminent design of the Mac Mini Studio Display. Wow. Now, macOS Ventura. Okay. Now, with macOS Ventura, Mac Mini delivers even more performance and productivity. Okay. Powerful updates like considerably camera, which I had to make more sense. I love the camera. Bring combination features to a Mac, even desk view, center stage, studio light, and more. Handoff in the FaceTime allows users to start a FaceTime call, which is me to Dad. But if you watch his Dad, it's for you and Mom. But anyway, an iPhone or iPad, which is basically it. But anyway, and fully passes on their Mac, and vice versa. And tools in the Stage Manager automatically organize apps and windows, so users can concentrate on their tasks, hand and still, so see everything in a single glance. Okay. Messages and mail are better than ever. While Safari is the world's fastest browser on the Mac, ushers the passwords feature with passkeys. With iCloud Share Pro Library, user can now create and share separate photo library among the up to 6 family members. Wow. And the new Freeform app provides a flexible canvas to help users to be more productive and expressive wherever they are planning to brainstorm on their own with others. With the power and the privacy of Apple Silicon. A new development tools and metal free. Gamer Mac has never been that better. Mac Mini and environment. Okay? Mac Mini is designed to minimize its impact on the environment, including 100% of the quality recycled materials. Items and enclosure, rare earth, elements, and all magnets, okay? Then the soldier of the main logic board, okay? And go in the plan and of malleable printed circuit boards. It also features 5% or more recycled plastic in multiple composites and meets Apple's high standards. For energy, I can't pronounce that, so emphatically, something like that. Anyway, it is free with numbers harmful substance, and 96% of the packaging is fiber-based, bringing Apple close to the goal is completely removing plastic with its packaging by 2025. Wow. Okay, today Apple is carbon neutral to global carbon operations, and by 2030, plans to be 100% by carbon neutral across the entire manufacturing supply chain and all product life cycles, something like that. This means every Apple device sold from component manufacturing, industry transport, customer use, charging, all the way of recycling, material recovery will have net zero transport impact. And that's all for that topic. It's going to be a long, exciting topic. Now let's move on to the last topic. And that is, of course, is Jeopardy. Now, Jeopardy's bosses have announced this huge news about Master Series and another news tournament, okay? Now, Jeopardy and executive producer Michael Davis has revealed some exciting new details about the recently announced Masters tournament. In addition to the new admissional tournament. Speaking of last Monday's edition of Inside Jerry podcast, Davies shared that the Masters tournament will be aired primetime on ABC with 10 one-hour shows hosted by Ken Jennings. He has high hopes that he has new series will become an annual Super Bowl style event. Last week, Jerry revealed the 6 invited competitors for the 6-person Masters tournament, which revealed last year's tournament champions were Amy Schneider, along with a few fellow fan favorites, Matt Amano, Sam Barry, Henry He, James Sawyer, and Mattia Roach. According to producer Sarah Foss, okay? Each hour-long episode will feature 2 half-hour games, okay? And that Davis said, we're experiencing it with a few different formats with that since I joined Jeopardy. But we felt that the true test of our Jeopardy Masters would be repeatedly face each other. ABC wanted 10 episodes, and they wanted 10 hours. Wow. We figured that over 10 hours if we do 2 half-hour games, back-to-back, which would give us 20 games. 20 games would be the perfect combination to have 6 of our top players play each other in each combination, Davies continued. He wanted to say that would be a liege-based system, which each other player appear in every episode, okay? And every one of them playing 10 games. There'll be a liege table keeping on track of the wins, which Davies thinks will be truly will be on Jeopardy Master, okay? Tournament will not be about who wins the most money. Instead, it will be a points-based system. Wow. Focus on the wins and losses. Okay. This is really about wins, Davies buys. It was about the winning games, and then we want to reward the wins. There will be some bonus with the finishing second, but it was really about winning games. This is our Super Bowl. Davies had before revealing the top 3 will return the following year. Okay? While the other 3 will have to qualify to get back in the show. He explained the qualifying the Jeopardy Masters will be combination of the tournament champions wear for next year and a new tournament. Okay? Which you have not scheduled yet. Okay? Which are combined to verify today. This is a Jeopardy tournament. The Jeopardy Eventual Tournament, okay, GIT or something like that. The Jeopardy Eventual Tournament where they be buying back past champions, okay? Past great players in previous seasons. The winner of which, perhaps a second place finisher, will themselves qualify for Masters, okay? He started before revealing the 4th, 5th, and 6th placers from the previous Masters tournament will also be earning the original, okay? It spells good news in the 2021 tournament champions, where Sam Kavanaugh originally expressed his disappointment at being eliminated from the upcoming Masters series. Wow. Davies, who is from England and co-host from the soccer show Mans and Blazers, compare the Masters tournament with the English Premier League. We are building the Jeopardy pyramid with new players commented onto the Daily Show. They can qualify their second chance or through win multiple games as champion, or perhaps something in between. We're looking at expansion of postseason. Okay? This will give you a World and Masters. The Masters. Okay? But there will also be the eventual tournament. Jeopardy is on weeknights on WSAV on your side. And that's all for the topics for today. Now, I'm going to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day before we get to our game segments. Okay? And that will be last Monday. And happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day to you all. Belated, so that's all for this celebration. There will be a live Washington Post and all of the shows for today. We're going to do it next week. North Podcast of the Week. We're going to do it next week. But right now, we got to do game segments today. We'll play a game called Hangman. We're just going to finish off where we left off and see what happens. And, yeah, see what happens. And Billy said no on this one today, so there you go. Just to see how it looks like. There. Single player. There we go. Won't be doing tic-tac-toe nor push a lot today, fortunately. So, like I did in weekend celebrations, but no I. E. A. O. S. L. Lemon tar, okay. Makes sense. Kyrie's all about sports. I. No I. E. M. New. I know what this says. New York Yankees. Categories, long word, few letters. I. No I. E. A. C. What was it? Abracadabra. Oh well. Well, I got 7 balloons. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just cancel the Pat 2 game stuff today. Let's do deal or no deal for this episode of FWL. So, let's do deal or no deal. Let's just figure this out. But anyway. Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna turn this down so we don't hear this. Let's do 20 since today's the 20th. 1 over the case. Excellent. 50. There we go. 5 on the case. 300,000. 6 on the case. Excellent. 100,000. I mean 1,000. Excuse me. Excellent. 3,100. Good. 3, open the case.
Nice one.
10,000. Got one more case. 7 on the case.
Excellent.
200.
Deal or no deal? Oh, very brave. Time
8,
for
open the
next
case.
round. Excellent.
Penny, okay. Not bad. 4, open the case. 400,000. 26, open the case.
Excellent.
1,000. Good. Okay.
Excellent.
$10. Good. One more case. 24, open the case.
Excellent.
$100.
Deal or no deal? Oh, very brave. Time
23,
for
open the
next
case.
round. Nice one.
$1. Not bad. 29, open the case. 19. 100,000. Good. 21 on the case. Come on.
Excellent.
750. Good. One more. It's gotta be 22.
Excellent.
$5. Good.
Deal or no deal? Oh, very brave. Time
9,
for
open the
next
case.
round. Excellent.
$400. Good. 10.
Nice one.
$25. Good.
Excellent. Deal
Wow.
or no deal?
One on the left side thing. Oh wow. It's not bad.
No deal. That's the spirit. Time for the next round. Nice one.
$500. Good. One more. Barely on the left side. Come on.
Excellent.
500.
Deal.
5,000.
No
Wow.
deal. No deal. That's the spirit. Time for
18.
the next round. Nice one.
35. Wow.
Or no deal. Oh, very brave. Time for the next round. Excellent.
50,000.
Deal or no deal? Oh, very brave. Time for the next round. Oh.
5,000.
Deal or no deal? No deal. That's the spirit. Time for the next round. Oh. Deal or no deal? No deal.
Oh. This was tough. You know, I'm gonna close this tab and you know, I have no time to do game segments today. Just wanna clear this up. We're gonna wrap things up anyway. It's already 5:15, you know. Let's do it. Okay. Notes, we got unboxing videos, melody reacts, and and bedtime stories, followed by special haul video, research jokes, and bedtime stories, and lunchtime. And then January 22nd, research jokes, Crazy Bunch web show, bedtime stories, lunchtime. January 23rd, Gym Lair, 3 years later, LukeJ React, bedtime stories, lunchtime. And Saturday Super Arcade, LukeJ React, and bedtime stories, lunchtime. Weekend celebration, bedtime stories, lunchtime. And LukeJ React, very special 700 YouTube video, bedtime stories, lunchtime. We'll be back for a brand new episode of FWL, which is 3 years after Jim Lair's death, episode of FWL. That was episode 375 of FWL. I was getting exhausted. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one's gonna be episode 376 of FWL, which is Jim Lair death episode of FWL, 3 years after his death. Till next time, so Joseph Bob, baby. Get more FWL episodes, guys, pretty soon. Till we say out. See ya.